The recent and continued practice of separating children from undocumented parents who cross the border illegally has angered many Americans, prompting a group of Democratic senators and House members to descend on the border to seek answers. Eyewitness News border correspondent Oscar Margain has their reactions tonight.
It all started with the unannounced visit by Oregon Senator Jeff Merkley 2 Sundays ago to this immigrant shelter for minors in Brownsville. It has opened the door for questioning about how these children are being cared for once they're in the custody of the federal government. They call it a fact-finding mission. 6 congressmen and 2 senators, all Democrats, touring government facilities on the border along the Texas-Rio Grande Valley.
The zero tolerance policy means zero humanity, and it makes 0 sense.
Led by Oregon Senator Jeff Merkley, the group paid a visit to Border Patrol station centers housing roughly 1,500 undocumented adults and children. These images provided by Border Patrol showing immigrants behind chain link fences are a reminder that a humanitarian crisis that began in 2013 continues to this day. Border Patrol RGV Sector Chief Manuel Padilla took the opportunity to address questions about the administration's zero-tolerance policy prosecuting anyone caught crossing the border illegally.
If we are going to deter this type of activity, there has to be a consequence for entering the country illegally.
That consequence is leading to the separation of children from their parents. Just in this corner of the southwest border, more than 1,100 children have been separated since October. Padilla argues the practice is not a policy, as the same happens to U.S. parents who are facing criminal charges. The children arriving to the border unaccompanied and those temporarily separated while parents go through the judicial system usually end up in government-contracted shelters like Casa Padre, which Senator Merkley was finally able to tour Sunday afternoon. And while he applauds the work of those caring for children here, it hasn't changed his position.
It's completely unacceptable under any moral code or under any religious tradition to injure children, inflict trauma on them in order to send some political message to adults somewhere overseas.
Chief Padilla is calling on Congress to close the loopholes that are at the root of the problem, he says. Meanwhile, the senators and congressmen say that they have begun working on bills to address the issue. In Brownsville, on the Texas-Mexico border, I'm Oscar Margain reporting.